And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Craig. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
Quick throw out wide by Vick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. On first down, Craig. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. Which you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On 2nd and 11 now, Vick. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Watch the shift. Trap 60. Watch the shift. Hey, smash.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Here we go.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Unitas. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Unitas will throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Unitas on first down. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, Unitas. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Devin Hester there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken from about the 12. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On third down, Vic out of the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. They bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Craig. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Vic now from the 50. He cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Watch a slack, watch a slack, watch a slack. 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm going to run you over. Hey, check, 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 check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Big hold of the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
1st and 10, Unitas. This will be caught. Judy. Past the 20.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
All the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 73 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He's checking. Crash.
Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Down to lose 1. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Vic. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DeMarcus Ware in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You better be afraid of me. Check. 19 Lion.
They will indeed go for it. Vic. Here's a diving catch right side.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Hey, check Mike 21.
1st down, Vic. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, check Mike 21. Man, I got you. Rig alert. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check Mike 21.
Vic will look to throw on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. This one taken in by Hester. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. It's so compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Vick. That'll be caught by Hester. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
We want it. Come on. 60 back. 21, 21. Check back 21. Watch the screen. Pass.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from FedEx Field. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25 on second down, Unitas. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Unitas steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Unitas. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll go to Lloyd, try and pound it in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Dancing to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Come on now, let's go. Make it work for it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they go play action with Unitas. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 61 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll throw on first down with Unitas. They still can't get it. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Unitas to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 2nd and 10. Now it's Unitas. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, it's Unitas rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Unitas eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Unitas looking to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Looking to throw, Unitas. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Unitas. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Here's Unitas. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get in.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
31's the mic. 31's the mic.
He'll look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Here's Hester open right side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Looking to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Hey, alert three. Hey, Smash. Come to me, Smash. Slow. No. 25.
On first down, Craig. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Check. 26, Mike.
Foul blown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. As he gets it to the 30.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll run it here with Bill. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now a carry for Ball. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's going to be caught. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. A Thank you. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
Charles Davis, the rest of our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The tackle there by Sean Taylor.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone's in the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll drop to throw. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Peterson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield site. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It did lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there, and he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now Marino operating with third and long. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
I'm going to show you, man.
10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Unitas escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Unitas eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Denver. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9. Unitas will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses. On
2nd and 9, Unitas. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. That is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That was Brian Dawkins getting in that time, the safety with a sack.
Well, defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Marino here from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
They're going on 4th down. Marino. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Out of the shotgun, Unitas.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
First down, Marino. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw on first.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And he's in for the touchdown. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Hester to return from his end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Second and 10 now, Unitas.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st and 10, Unitas. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check, check. Lucky.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Unitas takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 1st down, it's Craig. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
They'll try and look for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an